Hi, it's Eldar. Last week I shared my review of the M5 iPad Pro, the device I use for 95% of my work. And today I want to talk about the remaining 5%, the stuff I still do on my MacBook. The iPad Pro is my main computer. It's the device I reach for first every single day. But the MacBook is still around and I open it once a week, sometimes even less. And I could probably force everything onto the iPad if I wanted to. But honestly, why suffer when I already own a Mac and it is simply better at a few very specific things? So here is exactly what I personally still use my MacBook for. If I know I will be spending an entire day inside something like Figma or Squarespace, I still prefer to do that on a Mac. And not because iPad cannot handle it, it absolutely can, but because desktop browsers are still more robust and more predictable. That said, for everyday casual use and quick edits, I'm absolutely using the iPad. Most of my web design work happens on the iPad version of Blocks, and I genuinely love it. But the Mac version still has more advanced options when it comes to developing extensions for Blocks, more export flexibility, and better tools for final testing. So it's much easier for me to preview and test websites before publishing. So when I'm finishing a website on an iPad or preparing something for an e-commerce product, I would switch to Mac just to optimize and make sure everything works great, even if that takes just 20 or 30 minutes. And if you're a Blocks user, the good news is that Blocks for iPad is actively evolving, and all of these gaps are expected to close over time. But for now, I still use Mac to make sure everything is perfect. iPadOS has come a long way here. For day-to-day file management, the Files app is already good enough, and even these complex folder structures. But when I need to, let's say, convert dozens of video files, to optimize course footage for my online courses, to run long repetitive processing tasks, I still reach for my Mac. Because apps like Handbrake, for example, are simply faster and more reliable for that kind of work. And of course, this isn't something I do every day, but when I do, maybe once a month, I still prefer to do that on a Mac. And this is probably the category which is the closest to becoming iPad only for me, especially that now we have my favorite Mac application, Pixelmator Pro, finally available for iPad. Still, when I need to create or edit dozens or even hundreds of marketing images for some of my projects, I'm simply faster doing that on the Mac. Part of it is a muscle memory, part of it feeling fully in flow this Pixelmator Pro on the Mac. And that of course might change. I'm genuinely curious whether Pixelmator Pro for iPad will close that gap for me over time. But today, Mac still wins here. So for now, I'm keeping this hybrid setup. And why would I do that? Well, first of all, I already own the MacBook, and I owned it even before switching to iPad as my main computer. And I'm not looking to sell it right now. And more importantly, I'm not trying to prove a point or be iPad only at all costs, because I'm just using the tool that gets the job done for me with least friction. So if I were building my setup from scratch today, I would probably go for the 11-inch iPad Pro for my daily driver, this Mac Mini and some good external monitor for these occasional edge cases. And since I already own a MacBook, it simply fills that role as a quiet backup device, which stays at home and only comes out when it actually makes sense. So if your work never requires you to use any of the desktop operating systems and everything you do comfortably sits inside iPadOS, then you might ditch your desktop or laptop completely and just enjoy using iPad as your only computer. So let me know in the comments below, have you gone iPad first, and if you did, do you still keep around your Mac or Windows PC for some specific task? Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week.